Okay, let's get started. How are you guys doing today? Oh shoot, I forgot about that. Sometimes when you, where is it? No, where did I leave it? Shoot, there it is. Okay, yeah, sometimes when you close the game out, or close the emulator out, when it's still like sped up, when you open it up again, it'll be default sped up. So if you want to like unspeed it up, you have to turn on the turbo, but make sure the turbo is 100%. It's really weird. Let me just, okay, so pause when inactive. Let me just make sure the inputs are the same. And then the only way I've found to actually fix it, unfortunately, is to factory reset the emulator. So then I have to redo the inputs and stuff. Oh yeah, that's right, I was fighting that guy for XP. Uh, so Bacon and everybody are 23 and above. I didn't use Riolu at all, so he's at level 21 last I checked. So I'm trying to remember, what are we doing? 22, my bad. Yeah, I didn't want to level him up and have him evolve off stream, so I haven't used him at all. Managed to catch a Ralts while I was walking around, so I caught it just because I saw it. How are we on Pokeballs? I remember being low on Pokeballs before. Okay, we're good. We got 10 of them. That's not great, but how much money do we have on us? 7,000? Oh, we can buy another 10 Pokeballs. Yeah, might as well do it now. While we're here, is there anybody who should learn Leaf Blade? Been over this kind of before. The only person who's weak to water is nobody. What about ground or... Well, ground, Matang's weak to, but he's got Leaf Blade on him already. Gesh may be... rock. Yeah, I can't really think of anybody else who would want Leaf Blade. I mean, it's a pretty good move, don't get me wrong. 90 power, 100 accuracy, higher critical hit ratio. Pretty gosh darn good move. But for now, save our money. Throw a reel up in front. Alright, so if we... Here's Forlorn Cape. Oh. Battle... Looks like battle looks like battle animations are off. I'll have to turn it back on in a minute. Oh no! And then, dang it, Leech Seed. Hey, Jime. Shroomish is surprisingly annoying to deal with because of his status effects. Let's go heal Riolu a minute. Let's see. I think Coil and Bacon both evolve at level 30. So does Plugs, so. Once we start hitting level 30, we'll have like 3 Pokemon that evolve at that point. And then everybody should evolve. Metang should evolve in somewhere in the 30s, and so should Marshtomp. Okay, so if I talk to that guy again, let me take a look at the world map. I already forgot where we're supposed to go next. There's the Loxy Channel. Maybe there's somebody waiting to take us over it? Because currently we don't have any way to get over water, but I seem to remember him mentioning something to us about meeting him at a certain bay with some ruins or something. Scrolling. No way to get surf? Not yet. Not yet. Definitely not yet. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Apparently, we have to go to that dock that we were at before. We have to run back up through those trees. So I'll go ahead and go grab Rattata a minute, so we don't have to go all the way around. Unfortunately, there's no like PC. Well, does your personal PC count? I wonder if they made it so your personal PC can also access Pokemon in your house. I don't think they did. Anyway. Anyway, we need Rattata. I guess I need to start paying more attention to people talking about places. Oh, it's a shroomish again. Okay, so what should he do here? It feels like we should use Bite until we get paralyzed or something. Okay, so there's the Leech Seed. Come on. I could drain. And then Bite. Pretty close. Paralyzed. Come on, I just need one more Bite to get off. Can't move. Shoot. Yeah, Riolu doesn't have like a... Maybe we should give him Leaf Blade. He doesn't really have a lot of... Like... Dang it. He keeps dying to the Shroomish. I don't understand. Oh boy. Okay. Let's just throw out a Tang again. Oh yeah, Plugs learned Swift. And I forgot to turn the battle animations back on again. Okay, so let's go heal a minute and then drop off for Tada. Dang it. Grab my bacon again. What? A gym? Can we go in? Hold up. Since when was there a gym here? Oh, okay. Oh, there's a gym here. What? Okay, so ground type gym. Water types. So Riolu and... No, wait. Dang it, I always think that fighting type is strong against ground, but it's not. Is it? It's rock that I think of. Okay. Apparently Terry is back now. I have no idea. Okay, so... Yeah, we'll leave Riolu up in front, and then we'll use Marshtomp, and some of the other Pokemon. So rock types fighting is super effective against, but ground types, which I keep thinking of, it's just normal damage. Okay, so oh, if we gave Riolu Leaf Blade, he could probably like wipe right through all of this, couldn't he? With his fairly high attack stat. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll switch out Reversal, which does more damage the lower your HP, for Leaf Blade. Alright, let's throw out Marshtomp, and then we'll put Leaf Blade on Riolu, and he can probably wipe through all of this gym. Okay, so let's heal Riolu, give him Leaf Blade, and then yeah, that should be... Because so far, Riolu hasn't gotten a good, like, nice, reliable, like, moderate to high power, like, stab move. So, like a fighting type move or something that he can use. Stab means same type attack boost. Oops, wrong floor. Oh, okay. Ooh, Gligar. Ah. Flying won't be super effective against him. Let's switch out to Marshtomp. Or he's flying, so Grass Blade wouldn't have been super effective. Water Gun should still be, though. Glazed is a cool Pokemon. Doesn't get a lot of play, unfortunately, because, I don't know, I guess it's kind of like B tier, but it's a cool designed Pokemon at least. What does this dungeon or Glide score? Gligar. Oh wow, it's super effective, but not enough apparently. Ah, dang it, critical hit. And Riola's not having any luck lately. Furthermore, the more he dies to that kind of stuff, the longer it's gonna take him to evolve. Alright, so I guess go heal. Wait. Oh. Hmm. Maybe we should have him fight those Pikachus. Get him up to like level 24, so. See, he's at 23 right now. Honestly, you will be the last, but only because we need the XP for Lucario and then I'm going. Oh my goodness. Ah! It just keeps using double team. I bet if Zoroa copies it, it literally just knows double team and quick attack. No, apparently he knows Thunder Wave too. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, Riolu not having an easy time of it at all. Screech. Victory Screech. Okay. This is a neat gimmick for a gym design though. I mean, it's exciting when I get to talk to one. Ew. The old man. Oh, it's a Nido King. Yeah, it's a good thing we switched it out. Looks like we're stuck with water gun for a while for a water type move from Marshtomp, unless we get like Surf or something. Hey Marshtomp! Look! Easy XP! Yeah, Marshtomp doesn't do well against grass types. Oh, he's right there. Okay, so let's go heal up and then we'll fight him. Fortunately, did not get as much XP for Riolu as I would have liked. Okay, so head down here. Head up this way. Save a minute. And right away we have to switch out pretty much. Oh, that worked out. It's your boy, Gligar. It's your boy, Gligar. Back at it again with that Protect. Magnitude, uh-oh. Yeah, oof. Magnitude is not fun. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. Oh, come on. We may be under-leveled for this fight. But there's no good spot to grind. Okay, let's see if we can get through this fight. If we have to grind, I can try and run, like, the challenge tower thing over and over again. Until we're high enough level to actually do it. Oh, of course he did. Magnitude 10. Yay! Yeah. Oh, that wasn't super effective? This is another ground flying. I thought this one was ground... just ground until it gets to the dragon typing later. I thought that's what Vibrava was. And he used a super potion. Options. I guess shift to plugs? Heal Riolu, maybe? Feel the burn. Oh, we don't have any healing items. Of course we don't. Hey, critical hit. Fampy. Hey, Fampy. Level 20. They all have magnitude. Why do they all have magnitude? Send the bad guys. We've got this. Absolutely got this. It's got leftovers. Oh no. Oh. Somebody was being very trolly when they... And it's got rollout night. Well, that didn't go well. Okay, so... Who needs levels? Riolu needs levels. Bacon needs levels. Bacon. Bacon. Dogs don't know it's not bacon. Remember that? The commercials for bacon strips? Where the tagline was, dogs don't know it's not bacon. And it was like this bacon-shaped, like, chunk of stuff, yeah. Eating bacon right now. No. Breakfast. What have you guys been up to lately? Like trying to deal with the whole lockdown. Like, it's starting to get to me a little bit, like... Now that I don't have college, it's starting to get to me a little bit, like... I should be doing something productive, but I don't have to. It's like... having summer break again for like 15. Gotcha, yeah. Bacon is paralyzed. It can't move. It can't run away. Yeah. It's like, well now, because it's kind of like having a 15-day summer vacation or something, because I don't have school, because I finished it, and then I don't have work until we get out of lockdown again. So, yeah. Streaming is still pretty new to me too. It's a learning curve. I say that, but like, what, I've streamed for at least a month now? But, I don't know. It still seems fairly new to me. It's bizarre to me that I've been doing it for at least a couple months, and I'm like, man, we should be through more games now, but no. We have the one game where we're missing the first stream. There was a game before that that took a week. Yeah. Plus, it's not like I've got a good laptop or anything. Well, I've got a laptop, a fairly good laptop, but yeah, that was like the first week, and I didn't know that I was going to like keep doing it for very long, so I didn't bother like setting it up to hold on to anything. Like, I didn't even start holding on to them until the second stream of Mystery Dungeon game, so... Sorry, what, Chime? I'm not sure what you're asking about. Ah, gotta switch him out. Oh, poison's gonna get him, isn't it? Yeah. You said, huh? And I'm not sure what you're saying, huh, about. I'm not sure if you're talking about me, talking about the game. Confusion? Yeah, he missed, Coil missed a moment. He started watching on Mystery Dungeon. Oh, we lost the first stream of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon to the Ether, as well as the first game that we played through, Pokemon Momon. We lost both of those to the Ether forever because I didn't have it set up to hold on to streams at that point because I didn't know how long I was going to be doing this, and I didn't figure out how to do it until like the second stream of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, so all of those have been lost to the Ether. There's like one clip from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon that somebody did, and then I don't think there's any clips of Momon, so... Man. There's just no good spot to, like, level up Pokemon. It's really awkward. Like, it's so awkward, because there's no good spot to do it. Seriously, still the best source of XP appears to be that gosh darn guy with the Butterfree. Because it's reliable, you can do it over and over again and it gives a good amount of XP. It's still more reliable than going to the next patch of grass that's between the two routes. This game may have a lot of good things about it, but one thing that's not good that needs some work is its pacing. Although it's pretty much the design is set in stone, so. Yeah, the bug person that gives $80 every... Well, it's technically 80 cents because it's in yen, and pretty much 1 yen is pretty much equivalent to 1 US cent. So it's pretty much like he gives you 80 cents every time. That's a rough approximation. But yeah. So for example, we have 8,328. That if you convert that to yen, it would be like 83 bucks. Anyway. So because it was made in Japan, you should think of it as like, it's basically the equivalent to yen. Like, I did see like once like somebody calculating out like, well, if it costs this much in the Pokemon universe for this specific thing, like if it costs $8,000 for medicine, how much would it cost for like a latte and something? But now like realizing, oh, it's just yen. Yeah, it's basically just yen. Which is why you get to like 8,328 and it's like, oh, that's $83. So it's a chunk of change, but it's not a huge chunk of change. And that's why things are like 200 yen, so $2, 600 yen, $6, 700 yen, $7, and then the revive is like 20 bucks. Yeah, because remember, this was made by people in Japan, so obviously when they were thinking of the money system, they were thinking of yen, not dollars. Even in The World Ends With You, when you get up to like the millions of yen, it's still like thousands of dollars. So it's a lot of money, but it's still not like millions of dollars. Honestly, I don't know if I like the system of yen or dollars better, because there's no like there's no like dollars and cents. It's all just yen. But that means like you have a lot bigger numbers with yen. I don't know. I mean, it might be called Poke Dollars, but it's functionally yen. Like, they just don't use the symbol for yen. Because it's supposed to be Pokemon, so why would they have yen? Pretty lady in fire red. Not sure what pretty lady you're talking about. Are you talking about one of the trainer sprites, or? Oh, gotcha. So you mean which, more the rich ladies or something? Yeah. By the way, while we're fighting Indiana, the archaeologist here, are you guys aware of the scene in what is it? I think the second Indiana Jones movie with the sword guy, and he ends up just shooting him. Gotcha. Yeah. Basically, there's a scene in the second movie where they're having a fight scene, and this guy, it's like they're in like Egypt or something. So he comes up and he's like doing all the fancy sword like positions and stuff, and he's like flaunting his like sword ability and stuff. And Indiana Jones just like takes out his gun and shoots the guy instead of having like a huge drawn out battle or something. Apparently there used to be an actual scene where he and Indiana Jones actually fought, but he got hurt in another stunt that day when he had to like fall off a truck or something. So he's like, so instead of doing the whole choreography and everything, they were just like, okay, just take out your gun and shoot him. So they just did that instead. There was a whole fight scene planned, but he got hurt, so they're just like, just take out your gun and shoot the guy. Oh, he was just sick that day? I thought the story was that he got like hurt like doing one of the other stunts and couldn't end up doing it. Gosh dang it, like why is Riolu having such bad luck? Why? He can't hit. Oh my gosh. Ah. Yeah. I mean, granted, he did get smokescreen, but it's just ridiculous how much bad luck Rio has been having. Not to mention those critical hits. Man, Cedra's pretty fast. That or Plugs is just slow. Who else can we send out? I guess we could send out Coil. Maybe we need to raise their accuracy. There's no way to raise accuracy besides using more accurate moves. It's just the fact that Seadra has Smokescreen, so it uses Smokescreen on both Elekid and Riolu. But yeah, he's just been getting unlucky with things like but he's just been getting unlucky with like critical hits landing against him, getting paralyzed or poisoned by like those Shroomish and everything. He's just been having a lot of bad luck when it comes to like fighting and stuff lately. Guess we'll send out Marshtomp. Yeah. Second thought, we'll throw out Tang. Cause Leaf Blade. Yeah. We'll probably end up playing through Mega Momon Emerald when they get it finished. Like right now, they're still working on some of the characters, like some of the Pokemon sprites, Momon sprites. I just saw they were actually just working on, because I'm still in their Discord, because a public Discord, and they're working on it there. But I saw the sprites for the Regis, you know, Registeel, Regice, and Regirock, and they look really good, especially Registeel. I think they still have to find a suitable Deoxys. They had a Deoxys, but it didn't look good, so they have to make a new one. I think Rayquaza is done. Oh shoot, I forgot about that. Anyway. But who knows how long it'll take to actually, for them to actually finish it. It might be like months out, you know, or even a year out. Of course, there are patches that allow you to apply like the Momon sprites to Pokemon Platinum, Pearl, Diamond, Emerald, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and all that. Not so much Black and White and all that because they haven't done a lot of sprites for those generations yet. There's a couple, but not a whole lot. I remember they were trying to figure out something for Gothita. It's like, well, it should be a Gothic Lolita or something, right? And they're like, I don't know. At least we're getting some money for doing this. Bacon still needs more levels too. So what do you usually stream then, Coil? Hey, critical hit, nice. Yeah. Probably just the way the game is coded. Phoenix Wright streams? Which game? The first one, or you're on the third game? Okay. Yeah, I want to do a Phoenix. I want to do Phoenix Wright at some point. I have the collection now on the 3DS of the first 3 games, so maybe do that at some point. Gotcha. There's also the Professor Layton games too. Those are good too. There's a lot of good games. There's a lot of good games that I could stream. Anyway. So, who... Oh, that's right, Riolu. You voice act all the characters? Ooh, that must be rough on your voice. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not usually too much of a talker outside of streams, but the idea of like trying to read out loud all the voice acting and everything seems a bit much for me. Especially since like if I tried to do a woman's voice, it would just come out pretty awful. Yeah. Like I did that last stream of... Yeah, same. I did that last stream of... what was it? Oh yeah, The World Ends With You, where we were doing all the secret reports, so I ended up having to read all the secret reports out loud. And that was like an hour and a half of just straight reading. It was a lot, like... Did drink a bunch more water that day than I usually did. Oh, come on. We'll have to switch out Riolu. Ooh, critical hit. Super effective. Quick by poison. what are you gonna do, right? There's only so much you can do as a guy for female voice actors and girls for male voice actors. Although, yeah, I don't know. I guess I feel like if people are going to be interested in the story, they'll be interested in the story. If they're there for the gameplay, they'll be there for the gameplay, you know? And if you're here for me, I'm not sure why you would be. Hey, Chime. Thank you, Chime. You can't see it, but I'm making a dumb face and sticking my tongue out. Well, I'm glad you say so. Okay, so that's right. Plugs could actually probably deal with the Pikachus too, since he's... Well, they don't have any electric type moves. That's the weird thing about... So the Pikachus don't have any electric type moves on the first floor, and the Nidoqueen and the Nidoking don't have any ground type moves on the second floor. It's pretty odd. I don't know. Oh, really? Yeah, pretty much like that, Chime. So 3 California time. So that's sometime after my stream? Like a little bit after my stream or right after my stream? Somewhere around there? You end at 2, my time. Oh, gotcha. So like an hour after I end. When I do the 2 hours or the 3 hours? Two hours, gotcha. Yeah, that's right, because East-West Coast. 3 hour difference. So Chime, read any good manga lately? I recently updated my app, and I was like, Oh good, new features. I should really like organize my library. So I spent all yesterday organizing all my ones that go like top to bottom like webtoon style reading, and now I'm doing all the traditional style. Like I put everything in the default and I'm like, okay, I gotta BNHA. Oh, Baka no Hero Academia. Hero Academia, yeah. Took me a sec. Yeah, it's pretty good. There's also a spin-off called like Vigilantes. That's pretty good too. Yeah. The thing about my manga reading app is that it can pull from multiple sources, which is both a blessing and a curse. Which, because it means, oh, I can, if one place doesn't have it, I can pull from somewhere else. But it also means that if one place, it means that you have to search through a lot more stuff and be like, still waiting for Pokemon Adventures to be available to update. Aren't they in like black and white right now? I keep seeing the updates for it, but I haven't like, because if I'm gonna read Pokemon Adventures again, I'm gonna have to like basically finish Coil. I'm going to want to like start rereading the whole thing, like from the original like Kanto region stuff. Oh, you're borrowing it from the library. The libraries are still open by you? I still have like stuff. So I have a book, right, that I haven't gotten around to reading yet for some reason. But I've had it for like so I had it for 2 or 3 months before the quarantine because nobody else apparently wanted it, so I just kept auto renewing it. And so I still have it. Oh, gotcha. Yep, that makes sense. And so I've had it now for probably 4 or 5 months at this point, this one book. Yeah, I don't bother with the e-library. The late fees, I don't know. So before the quarantine, um, it just kept auto-renewing because nobody else wanted it. Like, nobody else was putting a hold on it, so the library just kept auto-renewing it. So I had it for like 3 or 4 months like that, and then obviously since the quarantine, like, there's no... if they try to make me pay late fees on stuff that, like, gosh darn it, is late because of quarantine, then I'm not paying that because it's like I had literally no way of getting it to you. Like that would be outrageous because I still have the copy of uh, Fallout New Vegas from the library too. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if it depends on your library system, I guess. We live right on the like the line of the county too, so technically we don't live in the county of the library system that we use the most, but we're entered into their system because they allow us to do that. Like we just take our county library card and give it to them, and they're like, yeah, we can enter you into our system. So I can put holds on things and everything still. I still can't do some things, like if there's a new book or something, the people from the county give precedence if they put a hold on it over me, but... Which is good because our county library is like... They're like pretty much defunding it at this point because of poor management. Like, they just made, like, a lot of stupid decisions about running that library. And nobody wants to use it or go there. So they're talking about, like, defunding it pretty much at this point and, like, starting over somehow. Just because the management was so bad. Like, it was like, yeah. But yeah, instead of doing like an e-library or something, I use Tachiyomi, which allows me to pull from multiple sources and everything. But that means like, so I'm going through, like, yesterday I went through the library and all of the, like, all my manhwa and all my webtoons, and I was like, okay, so some of this stuff has not updated in like 2 months. I need to find out if that's like because nobody's translating it anymore currently, or because they stopped updating it, or because I need to find a new source that's actually keeping up with it, or if I can find a source that's like is the actual source and everybody else is just pulling from it and uploading it a day or two later. So I did that yesterday with all my manhwa and like webtoons. So now I have to do that for my 100 plus library of everything. And I also dumped everything into one category so I could sift through it and like put it into new categories, because now I don't have to put everything in one category for different readers, because before I had everything that I needed to read, like all the webtoons and manhwa in one category, so that way I could just read, because they both read the same way, top to bottom instead of right to left like everything else. So it's a blessing and a curse, because you get to like pull from multiple different sources. You're not restricted to one or two like a lot of the other ones, and it has a lot more flexibility. But it also means that like if you want to take advantage of it, it's a bit of a time sink, and also getting used to it is a bit of a time sink. I don't know. I like it though. I was using some of those other similar apps from the official Play Store before, and they all were under constraints because they're on the actual App Store. Tachiyomi is just on GitHub, so. I mean, look at how bad, like, look, he's paralyzed and then he finally gets to attack and he misses. He just had to hit it once, just once, and he couldn't do it. Oh, Riolu, you have such bad luck. You have such bad luck. I really should read that book though. I was like, oh, this is a book I actually want to read, and then I got it, and then I haven't read it. Before my excuse was schoolwork, but now I don't have that excuse, so maybe I should actually like take a break from screens sometimes and read it. Yeah, My Hero Academia is pretty good. I actually haven't been keeping up with it lately. Like I'm past, obviously I'm past where the anime is, but like I'm probably like a 5 or so chapters behind in both the Vigilante series and the main series. Of course, when you're organizing the library and you're coming across ones that's like, oh, there's new chapters for this and stuff, and then you're tempted to like stop what you're doing, like even just like as if you were organizing your actual books and like, oh, I want to read this now. But if I do, that means it'll take even longer to organize the rest of my library. Mm. Rage. I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, so harsh stomp, I guess. These Pikachu sure do like to spam double team. Hey, Marshchamp's level 27. We could probably win at this point. Okay. So let's finish up this run of these things. So okay, so Riolo's level 26. Okay, so if he leads with Gligar, then we should lead with we should, just thinking about the gym battle. So if he leads with Gligar, like he probably will, we should lead with Marshtomp. Matang isn't going to be very useful for this battle because he doesn't have his hover ability or a way of dodging ground attacks yet. I think Metagross has that ability where he won't like levitate or something, where he won't get hit by ground attacks. I could be wrong, but I seem to remember that being the case. However, he is not Metagross yet. He is Metatang, which he currently has the ability Clear Body, which makes sure that his stats can't be lowered. Hey Firewatch, how's it going? Just got off studying? That's... What class were you studying for? Professional courses? What kind of professional courses, or at least that was... Oh, do you mean like job training? Like somebody from the industry that you want to go into is like teaching you skills pretty much? Come on, Idle King, hear yourself in confusion. Yes. Oh, gotcha. Okay. How's that going? Gotcha. Of course it did. For something that's supposed to have a high critical hit ratio, we haven't got like any critical hits with Leaf Blade yet. Why did she only give 100 when the first guy gives like 500 or so? Whatever. How are we doing on money at this point? Nice, we made about 7,000 Poke Yen or whatever while we were doing that. Okay, so I think at this point we are high enough level to actually beat that gym leader now. If we kept at it, we could probably evolve Plugs and Coil and Bacon. Well, Bacon's kind of in a rough spot because he's not strong particularly against any of those first like 3 trainers or so. I say he, but Bacon's a she, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so thinking about the we should lead with Marshtomp. This is a ground type gym, by the way, Firewatch. We came earlier, but we weren't strong enough leveled, so had to go back and train a little bit. For a little bit, I mean like half an hour, probably. Okay. It's your boy, Gligar, back at it again with that Protect. Okay, so let's see. He has after this he has Fampy and what was the other Pokemon? It's your boy, Vibrava. It's too bad Bacon doesn't have any Dragon type moves yet. I should look up when Bacon will learn Dragon type moves. We just need to do a little bit of damage. Shoot tackle. Oh, Super Potion. That's right, he did do that last time too. Yes, bacon. Do you think he can live another attack? Probably. If not... Oh, just barely. Okay. That was lucky. I don't think we have any healing items. I need to pick up some healing items. Although it is kind of cheap to use them in battle, but we need to have some. Oh, that's right. I was going to look up Vibrava a second. See what it was weak to. Please ignore the dinging noise. I do wish that they didn't always have the dinging noise, or you could turn off the dinging noise whenever your Pokemon gets low, because like, or they just had like a noise that played when your health got low, so you would know. Because I mean, you can kind of look and just kind of tell. Okay, so it is ground and dragon. Okay, so we shouldn't use. Alright, so it's weak against dragon, fairy, and ice. We don't have ice, we have a dragon Pokemon that doesn't have any dragon moves, and we don't have fairy typing. Should we send out? Oh, that might be good. Let's send out Coil a minute, and then try and see, let's have Coil transform into Vibrava, and see if it has any dragon type moves on it. At the very least, we'll be able to magnitude it. Oh, shoot. Okay, so let's see. It's got Bite, Harden, and Magnitude. I guess we should go for Magnitude? Oh. So neither of us can be hit by Magnitude right now, so... Fire does half damage, so go for Bite, I guess? Bite and Harden. Nice. You can tell we have the same speed because it's like randomly choosing who gets to go first. Alright. Probably gonna die here if we don't switch out. Who would we switch out to though? I feel like we just take the hit and then clean switch into somebody else. Oh, Super Potion, never mind. Although, last time he only used 2 Super Potions, so that was probably... Oh. His last one. Yeah, maybe I should have used Ember there. But Bite was all out of power points. Yep. Okay, so... who should go out? Let's hold on to Riolu for Phampi. Same with Marshtomp. Let's send out Bacon, I guess. I really need to see what he... when she learns a, maybe I should use Rage. How does Rage work again? I don't even remember. Okay, hold on, I need to look. So... level 29, Bacon learns Dragon Claw. Okay. What should we use here? So... let's use Rage. And then, so Headbutt does 70 damage, Crunch... oh, we don't have Crunch yet. Crunch is next level. Bite does 60, so let's use Headbutt, I guess. We need somebody who can use like a special attack. So... we could use Marshtomp, but Marshtomp's definitely going to go down, probably. Because I think a Vibrava would outspeed it. Let's send out Matang and hope it doesn't use Magnitude again. If it does, we'll just have to switch on it somebody else anyway. Ooh, Bite. Super effective. But at least it's not Magnitude. Because it's been raising its defense a lot. And Ember. And Matang's not good against this Vibrava, but it'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Okay, so let's not switch, because we'll want a clean switch anyway. And let's just have Metatang do its best with Leaf Blade. See if we can get off a couple of them before Fampi uses Magnitude and knocks out Matang. Ah, Substitute. Now let's get rid of the Substitute, I guess. There's the Magnitude. Magnitude 8. Ooh, 4 HP. Well, I guess it comes down to if Matang can outspeed Fampi or not. See if Matang will be able to do this. Oh, it looks like it probably will. Nice. Would have preferred more XP went to Riolu, but I will take the win. I remember what this badge is called now, by the way. We got the Dirt Badge. It better be Magnitude. After using it so much, it better be Magnitude. Earthquake. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking he was going to give us Magnitude, but he gave us Earthquake instead. Oh my gosh. We should probably teach it to Marshtomp. Instead of Mudshot, we should probably teach that to Marshtomp. Yeah, definitely. Because Marshtomp has a really high attack stat anyway. Oh shoot, maybe I should have switched out instead of Growl. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, cool. We can use it multiple times. Just like in the newer games. So we might as well teach it to Riolu as well, I guess. Yeah, let's replace Endure with that instead. And then I guess Matang too, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know if it would or not. Okay, so should we replace something? Yeah, let's replace Takedown with Earthquake. No, that was actually much later on. That was X and Y started doing that. But it's an Emerald Rock'em hack, and that is a nice change that they made later, because otherwise you would literally get like 1 or 2 copies of every TM per game, and once you used it, it was gone, unless you used like ROM hack, or unless you used hacks or Action Replay or whatever. So it wasn't until X and Y when you have the TM, you can just use it multiple times. So. Which, it was a nice change, I will say that. There's a lot of things I don't like about those games, but that is a nice change. And it's something that they put back in the earlier games. For, like, some of the ROM hacks and stuff. So I wasn't teaching Thunderbolt to him, because I wasn't sure if, well, it's got more power. Well, might as well. Should we change it out for Quick Attack? We have Swift. Yeah. I think Electivire's attack is higher than its... Yeah, Generation 5, so that would have been... Yeah, that would have been. Would that have been black and white? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, that would have been black and white. Unova region. Okay, so okay, my bad. Yeah, so not X and Y, but yeah, definitely uh, past. That was an epic battle that you could not see from all the way over there. So I was trying to give something to X and Y, but they didn't deserve it anyway. Okay, so who should we throw in front? We should probably throw Bacon up in front. Yeah, Black and White, and Black and White 2 were both really good games. Okay, so... Oh, that's right. I almost did the thing again. So... Yeah, I don't know. So, I almost did the thing again where I ran past. Remember how I was like, oh, I don't know what to do next? Yeah. I guess maybe we're supposed to do that now, because apparently he came back. But anyway, we had to go to the docks, where that guy is waiting for us, apparently. Yes, him over here. Okay. So now we can go with him. This is what we were going to do originally. I just noticed the gym when we were running by, because nobody ever makes a reference to it, and like, there's no reason to go down there. I just never walked down there, and I didn't notice it. So we almost, like, tried to leave without ever doing the gym or even seeing the gym. This game has a lot of neat things about it, and a bunch of nice quality of life stuff. Did you know that not existing is a Homestuck reference? This would be more epic if there wasn't like happy music playing in the background. Apparently we're having some sort of like terrible storm. Oh my gosh. Isn't this the Pokemon Safari music? I think it is. Wow, it was just us two on that huge boat apparently. Actually, legitimately, I think probably not existing is probably technically a Homestuck reference, like, depending on what level of non-existent you're talking about. Because people phase in and out of existing in that series, like, multiple times. Oh, boy. I don't know. Homestuck is an interesting thing. Yeah, I don't know. It got bogged down way too much with like all the, because like the guy tried to take in like community feedback, but then like the community turned toxic, and so he got like, and there was a lot of other stuff that went on with that. Like, for example, like he paid a game company to make a game with like all the yeah. Well, they don't stop existing. If you watch the last stream, yeah, Husky tried his best. If you watch the last stream of The World Ends With You, they turn into Soul. Yeah, the Kickstarter, like, and then he got scammed because they just took the money and used it to make King's Quest instead. Yeah, that was part of the secret reports, was explaining all like how the world worked, and part of that is like when people get erased, basically their soul energy gets released into the void, and yeah, they can be brought back technically. I don't know. I guess you could always go back and watch that stream if you want like the full breakdown, because I did it at that point. That was a lot of reading. Anyway, So Team Fusion must be stopped, but we need our own means to leave this island. I'll see what I can do to repair our boat. Will we go after Team Fusion? Sure. Like, what else are we gonna do? We have literally nothing else to do on this island. Will he... Hey, look, a convenient Pokemon Center. We have Pokeballs. What's this? So we crash wrecked. Okay, so this isn't as bad as I thought. I thought we crash wrecked on like a deserted island. We crash wrecked on a somewhat inhabited island. No, no, Google. I don't need you to look anything up for me. No, stop, stop, stop. Nope, stop, stop. I need to keep talking so you won't do anything. Okay, there we go. Hey, Spinda. Yeah. I mean, he just didn't expect the trolls to be so popular, and then like peop like toxic people just wanted the trolls all the time, and then it stopped being like. And he also kind of wrote himself into a corner with all the predestined stuff. And he, even though he tries to like play it off as like he planned it the whole time, he just like he had a basic idea, and he would like try to play it off like he had planned it something the whole time, like by bringing up something that like the puppet, Cal the puppet, and all of that. I don't know. There's a lot of funny moments in Homestuck. There's a lot of cool moments in Homestuck, and then there's a lot of drama in Homestuck, and then there's a lot of drama surrounding Homestuck. I don't know. I've okay, so I've read Homestuck through twice, and I've listened through Homestuck 3 times. I've watched all like people trying to voice act up to the point where they have, which is like the when they introduced all the extra trolls, pretty much. So 2/3 of the way through the thing. I didn't get into it until after it was all done, until it was already a thing. I need to turn down my microphone. I'm peaking a little bit. Anyway, so I got into Homestuck way after like it was all done, because I got into Homestuck because of like I first found out it was a thing pretty much because of I was really into Undertale when it came out, and obviously so from that it kind of led to Homestuck. Like finding out about it and everything, and then I found a podcast about it. I found a podcast called "Let Me Tell You About," which is based off the meme. Like the name is based off the meme "Let Me Tell You About Homestuck," which I still listen to that podcast. It's run by a couple of guys. I don't know. It's a smaller podcast, but I don't know. I find it kind of fun. But I don't know. It just like. There's a lot of drama surrounding Homestuck, and like there's a lot of cool and funny things that Homestuck did, but just like the drama that surrounded it, and like it got bogged down in like a lot of crap, and like the community turned like really toxic. Keep in mind this is all from what I understand from hearing other people talk about like who were in the community at the time, and like reading it like past. Like, they have, like, all the post stuff now. Like, they're trying to do stuff with it. But, like, I think actually Viz Media bought out the Homestuck license. Because it was really popular there for a little while. So they thought they could make money off of it, but... yeah. Because they had a, like... pretty low budget, like, game that came out. What was it, Hive Swap or something? Yeah, it was Hive Swap. That was like supposed to come out, and then Andrew Hussey also wrote a post, like pretty much a post-credit scene. Like he wrote an epilogue. It's not like drawn out, but he wrote it, And it's again another Andrew Hussey thing where like you have the actual like dramatic route that you can read, and that's supposed to be technically canon that gets more into like the deeper themes of it, or you have like the jokey route, um, like the jokey ending where it's more like based on the humor and the style of how the um, thing really originally started. Because at the beginning, it was like pretty comical stuff. Like you had like all this stuff, like comedic, like. So basically, it would be like, what if Bugs Bunny hit somebody over the head with a board, but then like a season or two in, like after a lot of stuff, like it became a lot more realistic of a show, and then that guy like talked about that time that Bugs Bunny like literally cracked a board over his head and like talked about it being like abuse or something. I don't know. Homestuck, like it started out as like this funny thing, and then like people took it really seriously, so it got a little more serious. So some of like the comedic aspects of it, like that, um, didn't work out. Like when you start taking stuff like that seriously, it gets really, yeah. Specifically the whole stuff with Dave, like with his like brother having that apartment and like having like the blood capsules and the bits of puppets, like the Smuppets in like a blender and everything. Like everything with Dave got like really a lot more messed up when they started taking this the story seriously. I don't know. It's also like not something that you could write in today's age. Like for one thing, they use the F word, not the. Well, they do use the F word a lot, but like the other F word, um, that people aren't allowed to say anymore. A lot, because it's just different times, and like the creators have been like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have used that word. Like now that things are different, but like it's just something that couldn't be written now, just because like people will get so mad about it. Yeah, they apparently said it a lot. I don't know if they might have censored. He might have gone back and censored it. I don't remember if he did or not. I do know that he said that. Yeah, I probably. If I was writing it today, I wouldn't have used that word. I don't know. You know, things change. Things are no longer acceptable to say, and things like that go in and out of fashion. So. I think part of the reason Homestuck was so popular is because it was everything that a video game could be. What do you mean, like all the notes he left? Like all the commentary and stuff from the books? Like the stuff before for Homestuck? Do you mean like the Problem Sleuth and all that? I know of it. Um, yeah, Bard Quest and Problem Sleuth, um, which the noir, I'm trying to remember, Jack Noir and all those stories, that that style was based off of Problem Sleuth, yeah. I haven't read it, but I've heard of it. Basically, for people who haven't ever read Hussey's other stuff, it was kind of like, so from what I know of it, Problem Sleuth and worked the same way as the Jack Noir stuff did, where it was basically like there's a rule in stand-up comedy, yes and. Like if you've ever watched like Whose Line Is It or something like that, the basic like philosophy is that yes and you just keep adding on and on and on until it gets more and more ridiculous. Um, Problem Sleuth and like the Jack Noir stuff originally worked off a, and to some extent like Homestuck Homestuck itself works on a no but system. So no, you can't do that, but you can do that. Like no, you can't pull out your inventory thing, but you can pull out your like what was it? Like a bathtub that's your like inventory thing, like your war chest, your battle bathtub or something. Like it folk like because at the time he was still taking user like commands, so I don't know. It's yeah, it's pretty interesting. I did read another thing that was kind of based on that, where basically it was a guy in a basically just a stick guy in a room, like a blank white room, and they kind of just made up the story as they got more commands. I don't know, it was kind of interesting. That was another thing, like early Homestuck was a lot different because it's a lot more meandering. Because at the time he was still taking user commands, so there wasn't like a sense of urgency or anything. He just kind of like let people kind of meander. Like he set things up ahead of time because he knew where the story he wanted to take the story. So for example, there was basically part of this of the world where you could basically combine like any two things to make something new. So he intentionally like littered the different characters' rooms with stuff for people to experiment with, like ahead of time. Like he knew where the that was going to be a thing, so he intentionally littered stuff that he wanted them to like try and confuse and stuff. I don't know. Andrew Hussy's a pretty interesting guy. If it wasn't for him, Undertale and Homestuck wouldn't be a thing. So I'm sure some people really don't like him, and I'm sure some people really like him. His style of writing is pretty interesting. But yeah. On the whole, there's some things that like obviously didn't work with Homestuck, but there's a lot of good things in Homestuck too. Although it's kind of funny, when I was in my research, I guess, on Homestuck and like while I was reading it, I found out the longest piece of English media, like written in English. I think there's another language like French or something where it's like a bunch of like laws and stuff. That's the longest form of written like human thing. But for English, the longest written thing is like a bit of fan fiction about Super Smash Bros. Or something. Like the world's longest like English writing is Super Smash Bros. Fanfiction, which seems about right. Although one last thing about Homestuck, I ended up being it was kind of interesting because I have the same sign as whatever Vriska's was. Is it Scorpio? No. I don't remember. Because she has the giant spider mom, so what's spider? Whatever. So I don't know, just having that was kind of fun because I got to mess people whenever we talked about stuff like that. Oh, also, I went to a local bookstore one time and I saw somebody with a Gamzee like shirt on, and I'm like, that's a Gamzee shirt. Should I say anything? He's like a middle-aged dude, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to bring it up. He probably doesn't want to talk about it. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't know. Gamzee is kind of like the perfect embodiment of like what went wrong with Homestuck, where he was just kind of like a jokey stoner dude for a while, and then like he just like flipped on a dime because of dumb like plot stuff, and then he became like really edgy and like killer clown, which was kind of fun in its own way, but also like it was, yeah, kind of embodiment of why Homestuck like failed, because it changed so much, like from this jokey style to like super serious and everything. And then you get people on YouTube, you know, making video essays about like the different like aspects and archetypes and all of that, and classes or whatever. I don't know. There's something to be said for the like. I I kind of lost my train of thought on this, but Homestuck was kind of everything that people wish games were. Like, it was completely customizable. Like, you could do pretty much anything you want with it. That like, basically, what Homestuck had was like was like the world's best video game in it, and no video game I think will ever be able to touch it. Although they did try to make a video game version of Homestuck to some success. I messed around with it, but it's pretty old and outdated at this point, and it was kind of like one person would basically be the game master and set things up for other people to do and all that. Yeah. I don't know, it seems kind of interesting, but like at the same time it's like basically just D&D. Like, you could play D&D and have a similar experience. Or I don't know about similar, but you could definitely have the same kind of experience, you know? Anyway, we've been grinding on Pokemon out here for a while, so let's head in with Bacon and see if we can get him some more levels in there. I just went in to see if there was any interesting Pokemon, but... Oh, hey, Haunted Rock! Check out the floor of this place. Ghastly. I think we're supposed to be clearing out the evil team here. Ooh, curse. Yeah, Bacon has bites, so if there's Ghastly and stuff around here, then this would be a better place to train. Bite the Bacon. Haunters. Heyo. Well, I guess it does kind of make sense, because it's like level 20. Nice. It's gonna kill itself with curse, isn't it? Yep. That's fine by me. Ember. Yeah, sure, why not? What do we got here that we can replace? Leer. This isn't a very good place to get Riolu up, unfortunately, though, so... Team Fusion Grunt. We haven't actually battled these guys before. Should save a bite for the haunters and stuff around. Yeah, let's switch it up. Riolu can probably deal with the Tyrogue. Again, trying to get Riolu to evolve on stream so I don't have to worry about grinding with it later. Because right now, I don't want to... Excuse me. Grind with it off stream, because I would like to see everybody evolve on stream. Everybody else has a fixed level at they evolve at. Riolu is just kind of like, oh, I like you enough. It's during the daytime. I'll evolve. so. It's weird that he had lower level Pokemon than the wild Pokemon around here. So that we're supposed to go that way. I'm just gonna look around, make sure we don't miss anything. I do wish the back sprite on this character didn't have like so much hair. Like, I feel like they went too overboard on the hair here. Because this is from like the first version of the game. This character sprite. I feel like they could have slimmed down the hair on, like, on the sprite character. Hey, Bob Ross. Yeah. Especially when we're like climbing through the mud and stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, that must suck. Because if you think about it, like, you have to go through Milkshake Swamp. There's no way. Like, she's not putting it up in a, like, putting her hair up at all, so she must be getting tons of mud in her hair. Like, the whole back spray is just basically, hair. It's a little disappointing. Maybe I should have put out Riolu. It is weird that, like, they have, like, level 17 Pokemon, and then the wild Pokemon around here are, like, level 12 to 20. Something around that. And again, they're just grunts, but... yeah, whatever. Okay, so what's over here? So this is the left side. Once we run out of power points on Bacon's bite, I'll switch over to Coil, because this will be a good spot for Coil to get some levels too, since it's mostly Ghost type. Fortunately, Riolu, again, won't be very... well, Riolu, I think, has bite too, actually. Doesn't Riolu have bite? I feel like it does. I seem to remember that. Ooh, a Misdreavus. Misdreavus is kind of a neat Pokemon. I don't like its evolution as much, though. Just like, design-wise. As Pokemon, they're alright. I would never use either of them, to be honest. It's interesting what, let me just double check before I throw him up front. Yeah, he has bite. Okay. It's interesting what Twitch designates as, like, official emotes, like the Bob Ross thing. Because, like, the Bob Ross estate is very much a thing. Like, he has an estate that, like, just kind of like, they have an estate for, like, what is it? I think I should know this. Sherlock Holmes, Sir Conan Doyle. Yeah, they have an estate so that nobody like misuses like Sherlock Holmes and stuff. Like they still have to go through them. Although they failed at that, I think, because I've seen DS games with the Sherlock Holmes name on them, and boy, oh boy, are they bad. Yeah, I really like Sherlock Holmes. I have a huge book that's all of the short stories and the um, like short novels with like notes and like pictures of the original like printings and stuff. It's a huge book, but I do like me some Sherlock Holmes. Holmes manga? Yeah, I think there's Holmes manga. I found a, what is it? Shakespeare manga. Ouch! Ouch! Man, Riolu not having any luck. Like, I keep saying it, but really not having any luck. Yeah, I found a Shakespeare manga too. Like, I know there is some good, Holmes manga. I didn't even see what he was gonna send out. It's more interesting, like, varied, Pokemon stuff. Glad I didn't try and switch out. For the grunts in this game. Should go back and heal up so Riolu can get some more XP. Alright, who are they sending out next? Hitmon top. Might as well change out. Since Plug is already level 27. Actually, there's nobody else who's lower level that would be good to change out to, so. There was that BBC series. Actually, there's been multiple BBC series of Holmes, like in modern times. Honestly, though, I think my favorite adaptation of Sherlock Holmes in the modern actually hasn't had nothing to do with Sherlock Holmes on its face. And that's a show called Psych that my brother watched recently. And it doesn't actually have technically anything to do with Sherlock Holmes, except for the main guy like is really good at noticing little details. So good in fact that the first like intro, yeah, my brother and sister just watched through all of it, and I kind of osmosised some of it. I think that's my favorite take on Sherlock Holmes in the modern era that I've seen. Because it's technically not Sherlock Holmes, but like the guy is like does the same deduction stuff as Sherlock Holmes. And like he's got a sidekick who knows a lot of like off the cuff stuff and is like situationally helpful, you know? And like they have a good like dynamic. And he just kind of like the original like first episode is just like he's really good at solving cases from his house because he notices small details. So he's just like watching TV and like calling in the correct answers pretty much, or like who actually did it and stuff to the police department, to the point where they think he's in on it. Like they think he knows what's happening and who these people are because he's part of like some sort of underground crime thing. So to stop him, like to save himself from being arrested, he pretends that he's a psychic instead. So that's why the show is called Psych. So for the first so for like almost the entire show, he has to pretend that he's a psychic instead of just like a really observant person. I don't know. It kind of goes on for a bit long, but like all the comedy and humor in it is pretty good. So might be a little dated now because the two main guys like making references about stuff that people who are watching it at the time would know about, but not so much anymore. Like they like referencing stuff like Chips and all of that, which is an old like 80s 90s show about cops. But don't know. It was honestly, I think, my favorite version of Sherlock Holmes that I've seen to date. Yeah, it's kind of interesting though how I got into Homestuck because, like I said, I got into Homestuck because I played Undertale, but I only played Undertale because I had played it once before at a Comic-Con thing, never thought about it again, and then I remembered it when I was looking up stuff for what was it? Gravity Falls, because Gravity Falls, there was a really nice animatic made with the song Echo, which is kind of edgy, but it was a really good animatic. And there was something similar also for Undertale, and that's how I found Undertale, and then that led me to Homestuck. Oh, luckily it was like when I was still in like middle school, high school stuff, so Gravity Falls is another good show. If we're talking about good shows, that's another good one. Bacon got paralyzed. Let's switch over to Riolu. Look, it's a rock. It looks a little odd. Are we supposed to have flash here? I don't think so. Furthermore, we haven't had a... Well, maybe the dirt badge was supposed to be able to give us, like, the ability to use flash outside of battle. In some ways, Gravity Falls kind of reminds me of Invader Zim, where, like, they barely got away with some stuff. You know? Like, but unlike Invader Zim, where it didn't become popular until later, with Gravity Falls, it became popular even at the time, so they were able to finish out the story that he wanted to tell. Despite it being much more mature than Disney stuff usually is. Hey, Riolu's evolving! Nice. Where did I leave? That was unexpected. Yes. Lucario. And there's Mega Evolution in this game, so Mega Lucario eventually. Where did I leave? Okay, so desktop, streaming. I think I downloaded it earlier. Yes, I did. Resize. There we go. All right. Hold on, I'm just gonna double check what moves it can learn next. But yeah, that's cool. We got a Lucario now. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Actually, if we... Well, let's see. We still have... Oh yeah, we have half an hour or so left. So, who evolves next? So, Plugs, Coil, and Bacon all evolve at level 30. So we could probably get them to all evolve before the end of the stream. Like, if we clear this place out before we go back onto the boat, we'll probably have a couple levels left to evolve them, and then I can just run around in here and get them out till level 30. Okay, but what was I doing? I was looking up fighting Lucario. Okay, so he's level 28. Oh cool, we didn't miss out on Bone Rush or anything. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good level for him to evolve at. Okay. So, who should we throw up in front? I think we... So, let's throw Coil up in front right now. Because ghost types. So that was the wrong one. So let's head over here to the right one, literally. Although more XP, so not gonna complain. Hey, a moonstone. Alright. Hello, dude. What are we doing? I'm not the kind of person to just tell you. That's also a good thing about these grunts. Apparently these grunts know enough not to just tell any random kid who walks up to them, like, the plan. Like, all of them have been like, I'm not telling you what we're up to. That's odd. I have no idea why that Timber just made a Magnemite sound. I guess some of the Pokemon noises haven't been implemented correctly. Anyway, we should change out Coil for somebody else. Let's switch out for Plugs. Hey! Grunts with potions, okay. That's different. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the Magnemite sound. I guess they just didn't put in that sound. Small things that probably get overlooked. No. Yeah, they all just refuse to tell me anything after I beat them. Probably pretty close to whoever the big bad is. We haven't seen any of the big bads. We don't really know much about Team Fusion at this point in the game. I mean, it was just those two. Ah, Mega Drain. Somebody who made this game likes Shroomish. Nice. Sun before though. Guess I should pick up some more paralyzed heals. Yeah, apparently I do dare to defy. Let's switch up plugs. Up in front, I guess. Do we have a paralyzed heal? No, I think we used the last one on Riolu earlier. Other item? Lantern. Oh, hi. Hey, light. That's neat. That's a neat thing. I'm not sure why that was there, but okay. I will take that. That reminds me of the mechanic in, what is it? The fighting gym in Pokemon Emerald and Ruby and Sapphire, where every time you would, it was supposed to be the bottom of the sea, dark, and then every time you beat another trainer, it would get a little bit brighter, so you were able to see better where things were, so you didn't run into so many trainers. But that meant you would beat the trainers if you couldn't, like if you just ran into them. Wait, why isn't the lantern on? Key item. Let's register it. What? No, this is the perfect time to use the lantern. Okay, I guess we don't have light anymore. Whatever. Oh, we're outside now. Now we have light. Let there be light. Oh gosh, we still have to climb all this? How are we doing on Pokemon health? Health-wise we're doing fine. Coil and Bacon are both paralyzed, but otherwise... And there's not a lot... There's no place where we can buy more paralyzed heals either. Do we have berries? No, we don't have berries. Items, yeah. Let's keep going for a little bit farther, and then if we start getting low, I'll run back. Preferably not too low, because we still have to go back through the cave, but at least we know where we're going. So... What's up with you? Oh, yes, thank you. He just healed our Pokemon. That was nice of him. Take care. Thank you. I guess we don't have to go all the way back down now. A Golbat, eh? I think it's interesting how, like, you go from Golbat to, what is it? Zubat, Golbat, Crobat, which, like, has the 4 wings and is smaller in body than Golbat. So Plug should evolve at level 30, so should Zora, or Coil, and Bacon. So... Since, Plug's just got to level 28, let's throw up Bacon. Throw up Bacon, bleh, to the front. For the cave. There's too many of us, you can't stop us. That's what you think. I have a guy who will heal me infinite amounts of times. I can keep coming back at you with fully healed team of 6 Pokemon. Combuskin. Fire types won't do much to Bacon. Let's do Headbutt. I got worried there for a moment. I thought, a full restore? Why the heck does a grunt have a full restore? Full restores, if you don't know, are like some of the last items you can usually buy in this generation of games. They are basically the most expensive healing item you can buy in mass quantities. Why the heck would he have one? Monferno, keep going. Fire types don't do much to Bacon. Bacon's already seared. Can't kill Bacon with fire. It only makes Bacon stronger and tastier. And slightly burnt. I was kind of praising how unique the team fusion is, like in their designs and stuff, but they just keep saying the same things over and over again. Like the ones I talk to, they're like, "I'm not telling you what's going on," which makes sense, but then it's like, well, okay, but none of you say anything different. At least the grunts were kind of funny in the past games, or in like the main games. Hey. Bacon is a little low. I'm gonna go back and heal him since it's right there. He can't outspeed it, can he? Oh, it just used Spite. That's fine. Guess we try. See if Bacon can one-shot it. If not, then we'll switch into somebody else. Hey, he was. Sorry, I had to shout something. This music is not bad. Just noticing it now. Okay. So what do you guys think of the ROM hack so far? We haven't gotten too much into the story yet. I don't know. I guess we'll get more into it now since we're actually getting to fight the team a bit more. Like, you know, the evil team or whatever. It's clearly had a good amount of work done on it, and it's cool that all of this is like a custom region and everything. I think it's got some problems with pointing out where you're supposed to go next, personally, because obviously I've gotten lost a couple of times. I'm not sure where to go. But yeah, it's neat to have a whole new region and everything, and to have them take the story more seriously. I guess the lantern's working now? Question mark. It's so dark I can't see. Hitmonlee. Headbutt. Rolling kick. There's quite a few like different like story elements that I'm not sure how they're going to come together. So we have this team fusion. We have slipping to multiple like parallel worlds apparently. And we also have a couple of introduced characters that we haven't seen since. Two like rival-esque characters, that one girl that we bumped into outside of the first gym, and that other guy who had the Cyndaquil that we haven't bumped into at all yet again. And then we also had... Sorry, just thinking who I should send out. We also have that Pikachu with the scarf. And I'm not sure, like, how, like, if that Pikachu with the scarf is still gonna be a thing, or what's going on, but... I also think, well, it's nice to have a new region to discover. I think there's some problems with, like, the pacing, pretty much. Like, at least the Pokemon games are consistent, where there's, like, a couple of routes or so between towns, and gyms, so that you have places to grind, you know? And new Pokemon to catch, if you want. For that first bit of the game, we just went around in a circle, and I ended up having to backtrack a bunch, and there wasn't a lot of Pokemon that were new. Oh, gotta go? Alright, see ya, Coil. So there is that, but yeah, overall I'm having some fun with it, yeah. Solo. I gotta switch them out. Switch it out for Coil. Then again, we're only 2 badges in. We're only 2 badges in though, but we're already like in the level 30 range. Like, we're getting there. I'm not sure how high level the game wants us to be, because like the trainers seem fairly weak, but the random Pokemon around here seem fairly strong. So, like, having level 30s, well, it's like level 18s and 20s wild Pokemon seems about right, because then you'd expect like the trainers to have like level 25s or so, but they don't. Yeah, I have a feeling that we're gonna get pretty close to level 100 by the time we get to the Elite Four. Well, plus there's the post-game stuff too. Post-game is you get to explore Johto apparently, if you want. I don't know if we will. I think I said it before, but it probably depends on how we're feeling about the game once we beat the main stuff. Plus, at that point, I'll probably have the thing so we can stream the 3DS stuff. So I don't know if we will or not. Anyway, but yeah. I have a feeling we'll get up towards 70 and 80 for the last bit of this game. Yeah, we really don't. I mean, they got in our way that one time when we wanted to go into the swamp, and that's pretty much it. And then the Elite Four guy was like, showed up. We don't really know like anything about them. And the grunts refused to say anything. Bacon's at level 28. I think everybody's at level 28 at this point, like, and above. Above and or maybe not. I think everybody's at 27 and above. Not sure about 28. Ah, got paralyzed. Paralyzed. There's a song called Paralyzed, that's literally just like a man screaming and stuff. And like spazzing out on a guitar and stuff. And some of the people in my class wanted it to be our senior year song. Although I think it ended up being Sweet Home Alabama instead. So. I don't remember what our class flower was, but I do remember what the class song was. I'm one of the top grunts here. Then we must be getting close to the end. Girder, level 23. Go, Bacon. Ah, Bacon is paralyzed. Oh, that's not good. Switch in for somebody else. Let's switch in for Matang a minute. And then I want to go back and heal Bacon, honestly, because I want Bacon to get up to like level 29-ish, so we can get him to level 30 before the end of this stream. So he evolves at least, and then see if we can get Zora to evolve and Elekid too. So let's throw Coil up in front. Get some more XP. Well, I mean, they had top grunts in the other games too. You know, they had like lieutenants and stuff, like, and then in like the first couple of games, they even had, before they even had like lieutenants and stuff with like their own custom sprites, they still had grunts who said they were stronger than others and stuff, and were stronger than others, and were like right-hand people and stuff. It's interesting that they call themselves grunts. It's like, yeah, I'm a grunt. Like, who wants to put that as their job description? I'm cannon fodder for the random 13-year-old that comes along to wipe out our team. I think that guy right there is so handy. It's also an excuse for me to run back and stuff. I do that in like first-person shooters and stuff sometimes too. Rather than like have to change out my gun for a worse gun, I'll just like run back until I find the gun. Yeah, the hiker guy's great. I'll find a gun with more ammunition and stuff in it, so I can pick up ammunition rather than switch out the gun because I don't want to use a crappier gun or a different gun. Bacon is already confused. Bacon doesn't... I think if I was ever to play like a first-person shooter or something, I would have to have like Bayonet. Oh, that's why it's rare, because it has a Mega Evolution. But I think if I was ever to play like a first-person shooter on stream or something, I'd probably want a face cam. Because with a first-person shooter, there's only like you can do reactions, but you can't really commentate or hold a conversation with chat as much. Or at least most people can't. Most first-person shooters aren't slow enough for that. I also don't know if I would be good enough to actually like stream a first-person shooter game. I'm alright, but I'm not like the best, and there are people who are better at streaming first-person shooters and stuff anyway. It would have to be kind of niche, or like kind of an exception probably. Even though I do actually like to play first-person shooters and shooters in general quite a bit. In just my own personal gaming. What kind of games do you like to play, Chime? Yeah. What kind of games do you like to play then? Usually RPGs. Any like game series or anything in particular? Arknights is semi-strategic. Azur Lane, not as much. Don't really have a series. I mean, Azur Lane, it really comes down to... because you can auto most things. There's some things you obviously can't auto, but with Azur Lane, it comes down more to preparation and gradually building up a fleet, rather than... like, with Arknights, even if you have, like, not great operators, you can still do quite a bit with them and, like, get through a lot of hard content with them. I don't play Arknights anymore, though. It got too much to try and do Arknights and Azur Lane. And I wasn't going to abandon Azur Lane for Arknights. Oh my gosh, there's another one. Yeah, the strategy is more in setting up things and like... all of that. Like, it's more in the preparation than the actual combat most of the time. Like, obviously, there's stuff like the EX stages that you don't want to auto, and like world like 13 and stuff that you can't really auto too much. But there's a lot of most of the content is auto, so like you can do it auto, and kind of like the point of getting better at the game is like getting to the point where you can auto most things. Hey, Dragon Claw. Yeah. I'd like to think I'm okay at strategic games, but I end up trying. I tend not to be big-brained about my strategies. Yeah, Dragonclaw's nice. We can teach it to Bacon. I think Bacon's actually supposed to learn it on his next level, but we might as well teach Bacon Dragonclaw right now anyway, since he's the only one who can learn it anyway. Oh hey, it's the Pikachu again. What's he doing here? Anyway, let's switch out for Marshtomp then, so it doesn't... And we have Earthquake. So let me just save here a minute before we talk to this Pikachu again. You came all this way expecting a team with Team Fusion, yeah. Well, all that scares me. I just love seeing your dreams crushed. What the heck? Why is this Pikachu supposed to be like our arch nemesis or something? I admit I expected to see like an actual member of Team Fusion, but somebody had a lot of fun taking Pikachu and like making it like sadistic or something. But not that it's very hard. Dabs. Like, what was that? Like, that was anticlimactic. Because it's a Pikachu, it can only ever be one Pokemon. So even if it was level 30, we have 6 Pokemon. So... Delucifier? What? My superiors are in a cave blocked by a Zorax illusion. Use that to see through the illusion and reach them. I wasn't able to beat you, but they will. Farewell. Okay. I think I know what it's talking about, actually. I think I know what they're talking about. Earlier, we went into that other part of the cave, and I pressed A on some green rocks, and it said they look odd. But speaking of Zorax, I actually want to get... So it probably won't do the next bit of taking down Team Fusion yet. So instead, since we have this hiker guy right here, I'm going to go ahead and do my best to evolve Coil, Bacon, and Plugs a minute before the end of this. Well, yeah, I'll see if I can do that before the end of the stream, as long as it doesn't go too overtime. Right now we're at just under 3 hours, so it'll definitely go a little bit over stream, like a little bit over 3 hours. So. Yeah, because Coil's almost level 29, and then we just got to get it, her up, well, Coil, we just got to get Coil to 30, and it should evolve. And we'll have the Gastly and Haunter around. It's a perfect place to do it. Luckily, yeah, it's only... Elekid that doesn't have a Dark-type move. There's level 29. We haven't really seen any other trainers that, like, we can talk to and battle over and over again in a while. I wonder why that is. $420. No, let's use this. Now's a good time to, I feel like, to turbo mode. And I finally get to use this. Oh shoot, it doesn't work right there, does it? Because it's black on black, but... maybe I should move it. Oh, duh. I have a fast forward thing set up so it's a symbol, just a fast forward symbol, so people know that I'm fast forwarding. But because I already have the Zorak change queued up, you can't see it because I can make adjustments and then hit the transition button and then it'll make the adjustments for the stream. So until I make the adjustments, anyway, it's actually not in the best spot because, well, right now because it's black and it's like in the bottom left, so in the cave you can't really see it. Shoot. Hey, snapped out of confusion. Just a little bit more. Go talk to that guy a minute. Oh. Here we go. There we go, level 30. Ah, it's a shame that Coyle had to leave. But I think he had to leave to go do his own stream. Anyway, I'm sure he'll be excited when he tunes back in tomorrow to see that. So let's do bacon next. That lightning effect is pretty good. I don't know if that's just taken from the original game, but it's a pretty good effect. Yeah. Should be there. Moved it to the right instead to the left because it was covering up text a bit too much, too often, so. Yeah, it's okay. But I think that's because I only have it at 1.5 speed, so like 1.5 times faster. If I went like 2 or 3 times, it would be, oh my gosh, that'd be bad. I wonder. Just looking up what level Matang evolves at. It's probably 30 something, right? Level 45. Okay, never mind. Does it? I don't know. Can't remember what it sounds like. Sped up. Some people have done funny stuff with their doorbell, like have it play a song or something when you ring the doorbell. Of course, those are people who have a lot of time and money on their hands, namely YouTubers. Naked. One I'm thinking of is one where they turned their doorbell into Megalovania for them sweet, sweet clicks. Apparently? I mean, I imagine it depends on how new the doorbell is, you know. Yeah, I imagine it's a matter of, like, replacing something, like, part of the original existing doorbell. Because, like, the button itself is just, like, telling it something to play, right? So then you change it so that instead of playing the thing it usually plays, it plays something that you replace it with. Bacon is evolving. This next form isn't actually that that amazing. It just gets chonky. It's chonky bacon. Bacon is trying to learn Protect. Yeah, Protect is a pretty good move. What do you want to forget instead? Could keep Dragon Claw. 70, 60, Dragon Claw. I kind of want to get rid of Ember. Yeah, let's get rid of Ember. Speaking of Poof, Poof forgot Ember and learned Protect. It's pretty good. Okay, so last one. So we just have to get plugs up to level 30. And then I'll call the stream there, and then we'll finish beating Team Fusion tomorrow. Okay. Shelgon popcorn? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of imagine bacon evolving, just because I can't imagine what could be better than, like, what is in the same tier as bacon? Like, what could bacon evolve into? There's not a lot of things I can think. There's like nothing I can think of that, like, you could be like, yeah, that's bacon but better. I mean, people like put bacon on cupcakes and stuff. I guess that could technically count, but it's still just bacon on like a cupcake or something. Actually, the bacon cupcake thing actually kind of grosses me out. I think that sounds kind of disgusting, honestly. I guess it does kind of, Shelgon does kind of look like popcorn a little bit, yeah. If we're trying to name it after food, then yeah, it'd definitely be popcorn. The birds are even more high-pitched than they usually are. Sugeki no Soma. Ah. Sugeki no Soma. Hold on, I'm not good with names. Let's see, show. Oh, Food Wars. It's on my backlog. Yeah, Food Wars is on my backlog. I have not gotten to it yet. Yeah, I have a lot of things on my backlog. No, but now we're getting into summertime, and I don't have college. Maybe I'll be able to catch up with them. Still have work. I'll still have work though once shutdown ends. But hopefully I'll still have work. If not, I'll have to try and find a job somewhere else, I guess. If not, I guess I'll keep streaming 3 hours every day until I get a job. But I have a feeling that I'll be fine. Just a little bit more. It was a fake pork roast using potatoes and bacon. Potatoes and bacon. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, sounds like Food Wars is definitely not something to read on an empty stomach. Okay. Yep, and we have Electabuzz. And we'll be able to get Electivire once we get to North Coast Town. Which I don't know how far into the game that'll be, but when we do, we'll be able to get him evolved, so that's nice. Alright. So with that, let's see. Bacon still has to evolve, and Marshtomp still has to evolve into their final forms, but Coil and Lucario are final forms, and yeah. But yeah, we got Coil to evolve, we got Plugs to evolve, and we got Bacon to evolve. And we finally figured out what the heck we were supposed to do next. And we beat another gym, so all around, this stream was a lot more productive than the last stream, I have to say, rather than running around in circles. Evolution galore! Yes. So, thanks, Chime, for watching the whole way through. Thanks, anybody else who's watching on the playback later. I hope you guys have a good day, evening, whatever, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.